Thank you again for joining us. Let's begin by outlining our topics for discussion. Today, we will be relaying information that can't be found anywhere else, so it should be well worth staying until the end. Our agenda can be broken down into 3 main areas. First, we will start with an explanation of the Lexus Design Award. After this, we will have a talk session featuring winners from past editions of the award as guests. And lastly, we will have a live question and answer session, where questions from the audience will be answered. This will use Zoom's Q&A function, which I will now explain. If you have any questions at any time during the webinar, please ask them using the Q&A function. To send us your question, please click on the Q&A icon in the toolbar to open the window. If you are using a PC, please type your question in one go, as if you press enter, it will be sent in the middle of your sentence. We will answer questions at the end of the talk session, and we'll try to respond to as many questions as time permits. Okay, now that's out of the way, let's begin with some of the history behind the award. First launched in 2013, the Lexus Design Award seeks to foster the growth of ideas that contribute to society by supporting designers and creators whose works can help to shape a better future. In these last 10 years, we have seen thousands of ideas that span every imaginable topic. But the most important thing that we have discovered is that young creators from all over the world share the same vision and are putting their creative energy into making the world a better place. Last year, we had 1,726 entries from 57 countries and regions. Now, let's move on to this year. The theme for the competition is Design for a Better Tomorrow, and works will be screened based on how well they respond to the Lexus guiding principles of enhance happiness, how the design brings happiness to people around the world. Anticipate, how the concept and design anticipates global challenges facing future society. Innovate, how the design demonstrates new thinking and originality, both in the proposal and the execution. And captivate, how intriguing and compelling the design is when realized in concept and execution. Now, let's look at the application process. We are looking for exciting new ideas and encourage applicants to submit innovative designs which solve problems to make the world a better place. As winners will take part in the mentoring program to refine and brush up their ideas. We'll welcome projects at all stages of development, be that concept, mock-up, or prototype. No matter how rough your ideas may be, we would be delighted to see them. There are no limits to category, and we accept ideas from architectural, product, fashion, and other design fields. We do, however, ask that all submissions be the applicant's own original creations, and that the idea must not have won any awards in other competitions. The Lexus Design Award is open to everyone, from professionals to amateurs to student designers. Applications from both individual designers and teams are welcomed. Every year, we see applications from all around the world, from people from all walks of life. However, the applicants must be adults, as determined by the age of majority of their place of residence. Now, let's discuss scheduling milestones. The application period is currently underway, and once the deadline has passed, the judges will screen the works, with a notification of selection being sent to the 4 winners by the Secretariat in winter. The winners will then work on their prototypes for approximately 3 months, and the completed works will be released to the public around the spring of 2023. Just to note, we are planning to hold the mentoring sessions and final presentation online. Okay, now let's look into the prizes available to those that are selected as winners. The 4 chosen winners will receive the following prizes: mentoring from 4 top designers. Global exposure, publicizing the winners and their works. A design grant, allocated to them during their time with us. And lastly, a one-on-one talk with each judge at the conclusion of the award. Let's cover each prize in more detail. Firstly, mentoring. As mentoring is a core aspect of the award, the winners will receive support and guidance from 4 internationally renowned designers as mentors during their production period. Once the program starts, the winners will connect with the 4 mentors for the first time and take part in a 2-day mentoring workshop. Then, the winners will have the opportunity to follow up on their production via video call with each of the mentors during the production period. Now, let's take this opportunity to look at this year's cohort of mentors, starting with Smaya Valley. With works such as Serpentine Pavilion and Folded Skies, Smaya Valley is an architect whose design, research, and pedagogical practice searches for expression for hybrid identities and territory, particularly for African and Islamic conditions. Following, we have Yuri Suzuki, known for exploring the realms of sound through design pieces such as Sonic Bloom and Zotic 3. His work examines the relationship between people and their environments, questioning how both music and sound evolve to create personal experiences. Next, Marianne van Abel. At Seeing in works such as Sinometer Collection and Power Plant, her award-winning, innovative designs focus on bringing solar energy into daily life. She designs for a positive future by combining the fields of sustainability, design, and technology. Lastly, returning this year, Joe Dose. Known for works such as Zero Emissions Plane and Face Shield, Joe Dose is an award-winning multidisciplinary designer who has mentored emerging talent in the program since the 2020 edition. He brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to his mission of inspiring and guiding the winners. Now, let's take a look at how the mentoring system works. To assist the winners, each mentor will provide in-depth advice and feedback from a specific essential perspective, with winners working to develop and incorporate these perspectives over the 3-month period. To achieve this, the mentors will advise, discuss, and think on the 4 specific viewpoints with the winners, guiding them on how best to incorporate them into their work. Now, let's look into each aspect in more detail. First, research, to develop the project concept and storytelling. This mentoring session covers proving why the work is necessary and evaluating target audiences. Design, create solutions and applications. This mentoring aspect covers the aesthetics of your work, helping to ensure it is not only functional, but also captivating for those who use it. Engineering, build a prototype and evaluate its usability. This mentoring curriculum covers the practical and technical areas needed to make your design function as intended. If you are having difficulty making certain aspects work, this is the place to solve those issues. Development, define the communication context and plan the narrative. This final part of the curriculum covers presentation of your work to the world. Advice will be given on how to do so compellingly, not just to the judges, but also to your target audience, including commercialization. Now, let's look at a few examples of how works evolved as a result of the mentoring process. Henry Glogau, winner of 2021 with his work Portable Solar Distiller, is a good example of a work that completely changed through mentoring, both in how it looks and how it functions. With advice from the mentors, he adopted his original, complex concept to make it easy to make with locally available materials. Next, we also see works like Rewind by Po Yoon-ru, winner of 2022. In her case, the changes she made are less obvious at first glance. However, she made numerous subtle changes to form, function, and application that all serve to truly bring out the latent potential of her idea. Let's move on to looking at the other prizes. The next prize is the opportunity for the winners to gain global exposure. The Lexus Design Award will be featured on a great variety of web pages and social media, and covered via press and media releases throughout the competition. In addition, winners and their works will be shown on Lexus websites and social accounts worldwide, and are also commonly featured in design media such as Design Boom and Yango Design, along with media such as Forbes, GQ, and many more. Global exposure such as this provides winners with valuable opportunities to raise awareness of themselves and their work, which can provide a great kickstart to their careers. Let's have a look at what some of our past winners are doing now to see the impact the award had on their careers. Let's start with Lisa Marks, who was a winner of the 7th edition of the Lexus Design Award in 2019. Her winning work, Algorithmic Lace, was exhibited in 4 different countries, and she was invited to the Apple headquarters to give a lecture to the industrial team. Her participation in the Lexus Design Award led to global career opportunities. She currently teaches as an associate professor at the Georgia Institute of Technology, Georgia Tech, where she has her own lab focusing on research into industrial design. Next, Nupla, who were winners of the 2nd edition of the Lexus Design Award in 2014. Their work was very well received and led to them receiving funding from several corporations, enabling them to set up a company of their own. Some of you may have seen their concept, OHO, which is publicized as grubbable water in an edible membrane. In recent years, they have been refining the methods needed to mass-produce their solution, and during the 2019 London Marathon, OHO was provided to 30,000 runners, which served as a great opportunity to publicize themselves. Okay, now we have an idea of the opportunities that global exposure can lead to. Let's move on to the next prize, the Design Grant. Each winner will receive up to 3 million Japanese yen, approximately $23,000 for prototype production. While the budget is allocated for prototype production, its scope of use is rather broad. In the past, winners have used their budgets for renting workspaces and equipment, hiring engineers and designers, creating professional video assets, and so on. Now, let's move on to the last prize, the one-on-one session. During the final presentation, you will have a one-on-one dialogue with each of the 3 judges. Not only can you discuss your winning work, but you will also have the opportunity to discuss your career or ask questions about the jury members themselves. We hope that this will provide you with a meaningful experience that will further your career as a designer. While we are discussing the judges, let's look at our panel for this year. Joining us for the first time, we have Karim Rashid, one of the most prolific designers of his generation. He has over 4,000 designs in production, has won over 300 awards, and has worked in over 40 countries, all of which attest to his legend of design. He believes that competitions such as ours are formative to creative and professional growth, and is looking forward to seeing the beautiful individuality and creativity that will be displayed. Returning as the pillar of the LDA, we have Paola Antonelli, Senior Curator of Architecture and Design at the Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, in New York. Her exhibitions, lectures, and writings contemplate design's intersection and interaction with other fields, and she has received a myriad of awards and honors during her career. She will once again share her bold perspectives and insights as a member of the judging panel. Lastly, Simon Humphries, head of Toyota and Lexus Global Design, will again serve as a judge, representing Lexus's pursuit of design for a better tomorrow. Okay, so just to recap, winners receive mentoring, global exposure, a design grant, and a chance for one-on-one dialogue with all of the judges. Now, how to apply? To apply to the Lexus Design Award, please go to the discoverlexus.com homepage. You will see the Lexus Design Award 2023 thumbnail, which will take you to the Lexus Design Award page, and clicking Apply Now here will take you to the submission platform. There are 2 steps to the application process. The first step is to register an account on the application site. You can register by filling out the required information displayed on screen, or via a Facebook or Twitter account. The second step is to register your work or project outlined here. So let's look at how to do that in detail. Once you have an account, you will be taken to the Create Entry section of the submission platform. Here, there are a total of 5 screens for you to fill out, covering all the information that is needed to submit your work. You will be required to submit 2 mandatory images, and you may submit up to 6 additional images and 2 videos. You can also indicate whether a prototype is available and whether you are part of a group. Please note that we only accept applications in English. Your submission will be complete once you click the blue Submit Entry button on the final page. So please make sure to properly complete all the fields before you click it. However, you may also edit your submission even after you have submitted it. So clicking Submit Entry does not mean you can no longer change it. On the topic of application, we are frequently asked what format images and videos need to be in to be submitted. Most common formats are fine, and details are on the submission platform. It is also fine to submit photos of your sketches. To respond to a few other common questions, entry is free, and the deadline for submissions must be observed. The deadline for submission is October 16, 2022, at 11:59 p.m., so please be sure to complete your submissions on time. We look forward to seeing your work.